Hello everyone, Krydax here, and welcome back to pYanodon's Season 3. We are making some progress towards the old red circuits here. Just a reminder, red circuits require all this aramid craziness. They require, I think, stainless steel in some form. Which form? You know what, they might not, actually, now that I look at it. Because, or wait, maybe it's an ingredient in one of these. Is it an ingredient in one of these? No. Weirdly, it's not. We do have to research it first, though. Anyway, we need a lot of crap, but we're working on all that crap. Now, we're gonna need aluminum pulp and cermet. When do we get cermet? And ferrite, we don't unlock it until then. Cobalt extract we're working on. We already have rare earth oxides. We need more aluminum pulp there. Fine electronics is what we're working towards right now. We're gonna need the trits. Cermet is unlocked here, and that needs molybdenum ore, ceramic, and nickel, along with ash and lubricant. So the good news is we're making all of our excess fish oil into lubricant, right? Did I do that, or did I forget to do that? I don't remember. We did that. Yeah, okay. We making all the lube rather than wasting fish oil. So that'll build up over time, which is great. Is there anything else we need to be doing right now? I don't think so. Just continuing to work on this block that we had. I hope you're all having a nice day today. I am doing okay. I'm having a bit of a tough time in life, as you guys already know, especially if you've watched my channel update video. The situation has not really improved, so I'm struggling a little bit. But we're here, we're alive. I have food, still, currently, at least. I'm still confused about this clumping. It's hard for me to believe that it would clump with a mixer this short, because that's almost like not having a mixer at all. Which is maybe why it's still clumped. Maybe it would take like 20 hours for this to reach an equilibrium with a mixer this small. I don't know. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Okay, so we were gonna finish out the build here. We were almost done. And then once this is done, we'll be good to go as soon as we have photophores. And the glass cores. Why don't I work on the glass core part? Let me cue this research up. So the glass core needs sulfur, silver, and molten glass, and the hot air, of course, to double the productivity. So that's a pretty huge deal. Is that a lot of glass, by the way? 0.05, and they cost 50 molten glass a piece. So that's a couple molten glass a second. Is that very much? I don't think so. Not really, no. Okay, so where do we fit all this in is the real question. This one's dead, right? Yeah, I can repurpose this station. This is completely gone and done. Let me get rid of that. So we're gonna need a request. First of all, let me put glass cores in here. I think that should be fine. Doesn't seem to be too busy of a station. I could request the silver and sulfur to this guy, because currently it's only requesting the rubber stoppers. We'll do silver plates. I don't think we need very many. Each glass core is 1.5 silver and 2 sulfur. So yeah, we don't need very many. Oop. Sulfur. 23 of those. Oh, maybe 22. Just on the edge there. Okay. So there's our inputs. I might... I mean, I kind of want to have a separate line for this. Is this guy still delivering the boron trioxide? He is, right? Yeah. This is like one of the few caravans I'm still using. Do I want to move it? Because I kind of want more build. I guess I can put a row of buildings up here. We'll leave the boron trioxide there. And then have our glass makers up here, I guess. Oh, okay. I need 0.1 of them. You know what? In that case, I'll leave a gap here and we'll just put it here. Okay. So this one will be our glass maker. Okay, so then there's that. And then that guy. Oh, it copies the blueprinted one. And the molten glass. And we'll bring in the belt with silver and sulfur. Definitely running out of space here. I'm gonna do a weird thing and extend that by 2. And then put that there. And then do rubber stoppers there. And then we'll merge it. And then I can do one here. Which it seems to refuse to put it in the right orientation. That's really interesting. Shift R, control. I literally won't work until that construction bot thing is done. That's really interesting. Anyway, we'll unload the silver and sulfur here. And then... that power pole's not... Oh, no, it is doing something. And then we'll go over here, go up there, run this along this side, go around. Alright, there's silver, sulfur loaded in. And then we need the output. Not really sure where we put the output, to be honest. Huh. Gonna have to go like down here. And I mean, I think glass core is gonna be 3.4 per minute, so one stack is already 30 minutes. So I think like 6 stacks should be our limit. So we're gonna be pretty small amount of glass core here. Glass core less than, I'll even say 700. We'll go, that's way more than we need. Okay, so then glass cores can be on the same side as glassware. And then we'll output pretty left for glass core. No, that's gonna be a problem when it backs up, isn't it? Never mind, that doesn't work. We need to keep it separate. Oh yeah, it's already here. Never mind. I'm going crazy. There we go. Okay, so glass cores go on this one, which are going to be here. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. Now we just need to fix this guy. And output, filters. Power these up. I'll wait for filter helper. I think that's it. Are we done? It shouldn't be that easy, right? Feels like it shouldn't be this easy. I guess the question is, do I have that much silver? Oh, it's already here. Yeah, duh. I do have that much silver. It's already arrived. Okay, sweet. I feel like I missed something in all of this, but I'm not seeing what I've missed. I think it's just gonna work as soon as we have the recipe researched. Sweet! Okay. So that part's done. Now we go back to here. And... okay, let's work our way through the whole process one step at a time. And we're only gonna check things off when they're 100% done. So the glass cores are done, we think. Oh, the fuel. Nope, not done. I knew I was forgetting something. We need this. Otherwise, it won't be fueled up. Okay. People screaming because there's something else I missed that you can see, but I don't see. Okay, so the nitrobenzene, I believe, is done. We've literally already made it. Yep, that part's done. The aramid, I think, is done. Also, why haven't we gotten nanomaterial factories? Oh, because they're not researched yet. That's right. Okay. I was like, I know I put them into the auto mall, but they're not done because we haven't researched them. But do we have all the things ready? Like, can we, without much loss of confidence, say it's done? Molybdenum's ready. Aluminum is ready. Titanium is ready. NaOH is ready. TCl is in the pipes. And sulfuric is in the pipes. So I'm pretty sure that's done. And then the output is hooked up and will be on this belt, flowing to this area. Aramid's hooked up to be less than that. And then aramid is also going to something else, which I haven't hooked up yet. Okay. I'd say it's done, but it needs to go to one other place. It needs to come over here to the cladded core. So we will split off the aramid. Of course, that's needing to be moved. Just my luck. That goes there. Actually, it'll need to go like here. So there's the aramid for the glass cores. Okay. So aramid is done and its outputs are done, I think. All right, PPD. PPD is literally done. It's already made. Sweet. And is it going to the places it needs to go to? Only used in Kevlar, and we do not yet have the inserters. Okay. I actually might need yellow inserters here. Sorry, had to sneeze. Okay, so the PPD's done, and once it's inserted, we will have Kevlar, and that will be done. Then the Kevlar, to count as done, it needs to go onto a belt, right? This is one of the ones we have to put onto trains, I think. Is that right? Yeah, Kevlar goes into all sorts of stuff. So Kevlar output, we have not figured out. I don't know why I missed that completely. So Kevlar output is here. And... So the aramid is on the left side of the belt as far as inline goes. So we can put Kevlar on the right side of the belt. And then we can merge it with the aramid here. What's the point? Might as well just have a separate belt here. And then side load Kevlar. Kevlar is less than 2200. Is that reasonable? I think so. We can even go to like 3000. Should be fine. Ooh, what'd we do? Hey, we made the first Kevlar. Sweet! Look at that. Bulletproof. Feels good. Okay. And then now to the cladding. The cladding's literally ready to go. We just need the research. And cladding output, we only care about cladded core, which it's hooked up to. Kevlar output, by the way, goes to this place as well, which I didn't hook up. Okay. So Kevlar's done and outputs are done. Cladding's done and outputs are done. Cladded core has the cladding input. It has the glass core input here. This is where we're gonna request glass cores. And that needs to be on channel 1 again. And I need to go deliver some bots to there, so let's go work on that. I need to go pick up some bots first. At the auto mall. Sweet. All right. Is Ralesia done yet? I mean, it's not. We'd be seeing the alarm. We know we're at 4 out of 5 on Ralesia. I do want to check if it's running though. Oh no, how long has it been going off? Oh, I forgot to hit show alert. Products finished 15:59. Ralesia Mk2. Oh, okay, it was only 10 minutes ago. All right. That just happened. 8.5 minutes ago. Okay, so products finished. We'll say it was, let's see, we're finishing how many? It's 1 every 30 seconds right now. So minus about 15. So we did 15:45. All right, hold on. Luck tracker. Ralesia Mk2. 15:45 for 5. And let me pull up the old binomial distribution probability calculator. Probability of success 0.005, number of trials 1545, number of successes 5. And the chance you'd be less than 5 successes at this point, meaning you still have to keep going at this point, is 11.59%. Okay, so not terrible, but not great luck. Right? 90% of people are luckier than us. On average, our luck's been pretty bad. The only one we've been in the first 50th percentile has been tree seeds since we've started tracking. This is Mk2, I think, by the way. Wow. This is kind of crazy. How has our luck been this bad? I mean, we've had one where we're in the top. Theoretically, half of your things should be above 50, right? Like, this is crazy because these are percentiles. These are not like, so these aren't normally distributed. These are uniformly distributed. If you did 100 trials, you should have just as many where you're in the top half of the percentile as the bottom half. Wow, that's crazy. All right, anyway, can we silence this alarm already? And Let me not block the train. Let me finish what we were doing here. I'm gonna take 50 bots. I don't think we'll need all 50. Let me go back to here. We'll drop the bots into channel 1. We probably only need like 20 or 30. It's a very low rate of items, and there's not that many items. Look at this over here. It's like fireworks. That's crazy. Because they run for such a short period of time. I'm gonna get lamps over there because that's ridiculous looking. Okay, the bots need to go in channel 1, which is right here. I'll start with 25. Oh, that's crazy. We ended up with a bunch of construction bots in channel 1. Because I changed, a bunch of them must have landed in that, and I changed it out from underneath the thing. Okay, that's at 143. This is the one that's supposed to bring 5 glass cores, 5 iron niobium. I'm a bit concerned that it's brought none of those. I did something wrong here. Isn't this how it works? Station control. Oh, I'm just not requesting them yet. Dummy. Gotta do both. Alright. -5. And glass core, -5. Alright, that should do it. And then here we've got, again, the same things. 50 wood. 50 ini. Should I call it Feeny rather than Phoenix? Because it's still iron niobium. Because what do we got? We got iron niobium, and then Phoenix is what again? It's iron antimony. So Phoenix. It's more Phoenix than Phoenix, if you think about it. Anyway, did I do all 3? Yeah. So all 3 get loaded into there. There's got to be a better way to do this. If you blacklist... What if... Hold on. Okay, I think there's a way to do this without a combinator. Sorry, without the arithmetic. Like if I had... What if I just did this? We turn it on to use filters, blacklist, set filters. And then we do something like, what do I have in my inventory? Plastic, got a bunch of plastic. So what if I wanted, I can't type plastic. What if I wanted 50 plastic in here? Could I? Oh, okay, and I do negative. Yeah, I do negative on this one. This is just gonna work, I think. As soon as it gets... Oh, there is a problem here. This only works if you have 4 or fewer item types. Because it can't blacklist everything. Okay, but that does work. This works, however, regardless of... I think I might have even considered this. I don't know. I feel like I remember having a blacklist issue at some point. That does work, though. You can do this setup without a combinator if you have fewer than 4 item types. Or, well, fewer than 5. 4 or less. That's the word I'm looking for. Anyway, that's done. And we're waiting for the... Peni, I might call it. Which is a bit concerning. I should have it by now. So let's take a look. Are we just not loading it into trains? There it is. Should probably bring that up to like 1,200. Because I do move up to 1,000 of things sometimes. Actually, I'll bring up to 600. All right, that was an expensive... bunch of expensive changes I just made. Okay, now I'm gonna go work on Ralesia for a minute. I really want to finish this, but Ralesia is kind of an important deal, so let's go figure that out. We'll come back to this. Alright, so here we go. Ralesia is done. Now what do I do with it? I take these, I put them in here. I switch this over to this one. And now I need flue gas, which we already have. Beautiful. Literally already had it hooked up. I was so ahead of the ball game here. Wait, what is... Uh-oh. I've made some sort of mistake. No, that was hydrogen that was hooked up. Whoops, there we go. Okay, so flue gas is hooked up. Those get loaded in directly. Then we unload into a provider chest. Feed this one. This one stops when Ralesia Mk2 is at 300. All right, and then we need a requester on channel 1. Does the channel matter? It can be on. No, yeah, it does. Because we only want bots to be local. Oh, wrong one. Requester here on channel 1. Remove that. So now we need the mushroom Mark II. Alright, so we'll do a stack. So that one will run to feed Ralesia Mark II, which then 4 seeds turn into 3.5 flowers and 1 seed. That's not a great ratio. This is a pretty slow process. So we spend 3 seeds to make 4 Mark II flowers. So we get 3 to 4 and then 5 to 8. So the ratio is 4/3 times 8/5. We only double our total every time, which means we're using half of the ingredients every time, is a way to think about that. Like each cycle, we only actually gain 50% of what we should be gaining. Is that right? So essentially making 4 flowers costs us 2 flowers. Roughly. Yeah, I think that's correct. Okay, but I think it's all good to go. Why? Oh, we're getting Fawoji spores Mark II. I don't know how I missed that part. Okay, so I need to request Fawoji spores Mark II then and feed this guy. Wait, why do I have Oh, I saw that was yellow, and I thought that was because there was 100 available. No, there's only 3 available. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, channel 1 there. And then you're gonna only work if that's empty. Everything is 0. Is true when there are no inputs. If anything is false when there are no inputs. No, if everything equals 0. True, no inputs. Basically, this is a way to have any input makes it false. So if there's anything in here, this will not insert. Okay, perfect. That's what we want. And then we need to extract all of those Factorio Mk2s. Like this into a provider on channel 1. Okay. So those will get delivered down there. Okay. Well, as far as I know, this is good to go. The seeds need to be refed in as well, like that. Okay. And on average, it only makes 1 out of the 4 seeds, and that one's a faster inserter. So that should just keep it empty by default. And it needs 4 per recipe, so these both will run. Cool. I think that does it. We are now rolling. Well, it's not rolling, but we're working on Ralesia Mk2. It is guaranteed to increase over time, thankfully. We're finally done with that bad odds crap. Cool, cool, cool. All right, let's find a trash can here and get rid of some stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Much better. Who doesn't love a clean inventory? All right, so that means we're officially done with our upmarking. That one took the longest. Well, or I don't know if it took the longest, but it, you know, we might have started it later than the rest. But it was the last one to finish. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so the next thing, or going back to what we were doing previously, is this. And now we just need to wait for that. So now we need to put on our list, fill Ralesia Mk2. That needs to go on our list somewhere. Probably upgrade titanium. Should be on our list. I'm only capitalizing that because it is like a chemical symbol, you know. All right, Kevlar coating's done. Copper coating. Did I forget copper? No, it's right here. Copper coating needs the cladded cores, which needs the cladding, which needs the glass cores, and that's all waiting until that research. The fine electronics research is currently keeping me from progressing. So the glass cores will get requested there. These are already requesting the wood. So that's got wood and copper coating coming in. Oh, sorry, let me bring this back up. Okay, cladded core input. Do we have aramid? Yeah, aramid will be on this belt. So we've got aramid, cladding there, and glass cores from here. And then the output of cladded core goes here. So that's done. Technically, there are other outputs in another life. I'm not going to worry about that right now. So then copper coating is done, and the copper coating output is done. Okay. And then Kevlar has already got Kevlar, and then the copper coating is done. And then the output of Kevlar coating goes to iron niobium coating, which The only change there is that we now need iron niobium special alloy, or whatever it's called. Do 20 of those. I mean, the amount we need per second. Yeah, I mean, that's 3 minutes worth. Just have 20 in there, so that's totally fine. Okay, and then that's done. And then that gets put into optical fiber along with plastic. That's the one thing we haven't done yet. So then plastic goes on this. So plastic's done. Iron niobium coating is done. I guess we could bring photophores with bots. You know what? That's a lot cleaner. That's actually a lot cleaner. Yeah, we'll just request all photophores. And we'll just measure... We'll measure the ingredients. We'll only run the trits. Yeah. That'll work perfect. We'll basically measure optical fiber and the ingredients. I don't want to slaughter trits if we don't have a reason to. So we'll only slaughter trits if this has... I guess we need a buffer. Let's do a little buffer. Because there's going to be some sort of delay, basically. So what we'll do is we'll measure these in a little buffer. And I'll basically say if iron niobium coating is at least 10 and plastic bar is at least 50 and optical fiber is less than whatever the amount we want at the train station, then run trits. And that means we're guaranteed to be able to use those photophores. Yeah, that should do it. So we'll never have any photophore spoilage. I probably should set up handling of photophore spoilage just in case, but I don't think it's going to happen very often. It should be extremely rare if I'm measuring... Like, it theoretically should be impossible, right? Because, like, the only way this would... I guess I should measure wood as well to make sure it has fuel. That would be the only thing that could keep it from working. Yeah, I think that's pretty... I'm pretty confident that that's going to work. So that will mean we need the channel 1 to extend all the way down to here. I think I'm okay with that. It shouldn't interfere with any other channel 1s. I forget, how can I... Yeah, I can see channel 1 like this. It shouldn't interfere with any other channel 1, so I think we'll be okay. Okay, so there's channel 1. I'll probably go down about here. Yep. This one can go down here-ish. Power. And then, let's see, down here-ish. Power. Perfect. Okay, so then we can slot our trits up here. Or thereabouts. And then we'll have a few logistic spots. Bring the photophores. Sweet. Okay, well, why don't we set up... How many... Did we decide how many slaughterhouses we're gonna need? Was it 2? Okay, yeah, theoretically I'll have 2 ready. I don't think we'll need that much optical fiber, but... Let's have 2 trit slaughter plants. Now, the trick... We are gonna need to bring all of the other materials to here. I'll probably do that on a single belt. And then I'll actually bring it this way. Yeah, I'm gonna do something like this. And then that will actually load in to here. So that stuff will get sorted properly with everything else. All right, and then this will just be 2 inserters, blacklisted on photo 4. Okay, so that should be trit slaughtering set up. Sweet. Is there anything special I need to do to prepare for trits? We can make the pressurized reef. The trits we should be able to procure. We have all of the ingredients for trits. So I think this is a pretty chill setup. Setup process. And that unlocks our Zipier upgrade. Did I look at those? Oh, I think I did. I forget what we determined. I don't remember if we decided. But yeah, I mean, we got Kevlar. This is all ready to go. So optical fibers are pretty... Oh, geez. Well, I found out what we need to do next. Train station upgrade. How many can we fit here? That was terrible. Right, I can fit 3 more. Can our base have like a resonance cascade? I guess that would only be possible if refueling was an issue or something. Refueling seems okay for now. But I have no reason not to do this and make it faster. Because the amount of time spent refueling is part of a train's uptime. So we can make our trains slightly more efficient by making them refuel faster. Now, someone did mention if I make blueprints of trains with fuel, we can make this a fewer step process. So that could be worth my time. Wow, look at this. Look at all these trains. It's so fun to watch. Look at him go. Is it sorting itself out? I think it's close. Oh. Ooh, that's bad. Yeah, that's bad. We definitely need some more trains here. But we've been researching for a little while. Pretty much the whole episode. That's always exciting. Can't believe we're making Kevlar. Feels so good. We've already made a bunch of Kevlar. Maybe that's part of why the trains are so hungry. All the buffering of stuff is expensive. Alright, those are halfway built. He's already named Solids Depot, so that should be fine. Yeah, we just need to fuel them up once they get there, give them the schedule. Okay, so we've got one major component of red circuits is, I would say, mostly done, apart from trits. We've done, you know, I don't know, about 70% of the work. Trits are the other 30%. Nah, maybe they're about 50%. A whole new animal is a lot of work. That'll probably be 2 episodes just by itself. But there's a lot of other complex stuff that we finished. And we did like the nylon and the PPD and the TCL. That was a lot. The molten, or the glass cores. There were a lot of extra steps. So I'd say we're about 70 to 80% done with optical fiber. And the aramid is important. That's a part of stainless steel. So I think we're actually almost done with stainless steel now. Is there anything here we don't have? No. We have all of this. So we're actually ready for stainless. We did the aramid even separately. Ferrochrome is used in a bunch of places, so we're gonna need a separate ferrochrome facility. I'm gonna make that its own block within the block. And we're gonna add... I guess we just don't want it linked, yeah. So ferrochrome is used... Oh! That's not actually what I thought. I thought it was gonna be used in way more places. Okay, so ferrochrome is only used in these 2 places. In that case, I might not make a bunch of extra. This is interesting. So ferrochrome is used in stainless steel, and it's used in... Give me the... Yeah, that thing. It's used in these, the medium power resistors. It's 1-to-1, and we need how many medium power resistors? 0.3 ferrochrome a second for that. So we're talking so 2 a second is overkill, depending on how much stainless I want. Huh. There's a part of me that really doesn't want to put ferrochrome on trains. What if I just let bots bring the ferrochrome? And then I can make ferrochrome on site with stainless steel. That feels a lot cleaner to me. I don't love the idea, but I don't hate the idea. Huh. That's really interesting. I mean, I can just train ferrochrome. What's one more thing on trains? I don't know. It's just for 18 a minute. That's a stack every 5 minutes. So 1 train load is 100 minutes. That's not crazy. Especially because we're going to need more circuits eventually. And yeah, you know what? No, it's not crazy. We'll make ferrochrome its own thing. And we'll probably start working on stainless in the next episode now that we're kind of researching it, which is crazy. I can't believe we're potentially making it to stainless steel. That's like hard to believe. And nope, Ralesia Mk2. We can actually start filling some buildings with it, speeding up our Ralesia. That also means we can delete, for now, the requests. Not that it matters. There we go. All right, I think we're gonna call it an episode there. We got a lot of good stuff set up and ready to go. Let's fill these guys with fuel. What's the easiest way to do this? Here's the wood. Buy coal. There it is. And then copy that. Left click. Left click, left click. Okay. So then all we need to do is switch them to automatic. Switch trains to auto once the wood has arrived. I'll put that on my to-do list because I'll forget it in the next episode. And yeah, with that, I think we are good to go. We'll call that an episode and start working on stainless steel and trits. And nuclear samples I'm ignoring. Created the first aramid. We did it. Yes, look at it. It's beautiful and expensive. There goes all our titanium. In fact, titanium is what we should do next. Move that to the top. Oop. What's happening? Oh, control is down. That's not the direction I wanted. Shift is up. Okay. Do it like that. Yeah, okay. So upgrade titanium will be next on our list. Sweet. As always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next one.